This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Purdue Boilermakers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Wildcats ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Purdue's offense will take the field first. And here it comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back in Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask for a freshman.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the catch. It's Averill. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Boilermaker! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arizona's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the...
Gets away from one, finds room. And And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center in that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Wildcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him in.
Going over the top. Pulls it in on the left. Hits the afterbird. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Purdue!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 11 to SMU. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's talk a little about Arizona. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Hunt is on its way. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Let's chat a little big picture, Arizona. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Handoff to the lone back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker or a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball to the backfield.
Here's the pressure. Extending the play. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He's bringing it out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in on the right. Running free. He's at the touchdown, Boilermaker. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Arizona comes out with another first down. Looking for room. It's Briggs. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
With the catch, it's Averill. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. It's Briggs. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Working that left side now. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kick is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it first and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got it behind the line. It's Gideon.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
7-yard line. First and goal, Purdue.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes to 17.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Arizona runs out the punt tee. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the grab. It's Gideon. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Averill. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Purdue! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet.
Use the play fake, now to throw.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Surging forward on the sneak.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man quickly. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, they're trailing by a lot of points right now, and the problem is there's usually only one way to get back into it, and that means throwing the ball, and the defense knows it. And that's why they're pinning their ears back. They're dialing up blitzes. Guys are just rushing upfield, and they're finding it easier to get to the quarterback. They've got a few sacks already in this game. It's going to be even easier at this point because this offense has just dug themselves into such a big hole.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And the beatdown has ensued.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the outside. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Wants to go up top. Puts it out of the air. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Here's a Heat. And as he throws, it's caught. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Purdue! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Briggs. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Arizona going back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Briggs. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Let's talk a little about Arizona. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot.
He's got it. First down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Arizona. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 38 to SMU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field. This kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Second down, he'll throw it. Going deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And that is no good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in front. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little